Hey guys, and welcome back to Try the DIY. Today we're going to be starting a new segment called Burning Down the Kitchen, where I'm just basically going to be doing cooking, baking. Junior will be doing the same thing. And today what we're going to make is pumpkin pie from scratch, so from actual pumpkins. So what you'll need today is you need 2 cups of pumpkin puree, which I'll show you how to make. I have a few pumpkins here and we're going to see how many we need to make 2 cups. You also need 1 can of evaporated milk, so it's the 12-ounce can that you need. We also need 3 eggs and 3/4 cup of sugar, and we also need salt, which I need to get, and you need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We also need 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, and then we need pie crust, which keep frozen for it, and then at the very end, whipped cream to eat it with. So I'm going to clear all this stuff off the table and I'm going to start showing you how we make the pumpkin puree. Okay, so I have my pumpkin, and you're also going to need a pretty sharp knife because pumpkins are hard to cut. What you need to do first though is you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I would do that first because usually it takes a while and this is going to take a little bit to cut. So what we're going to do is the first thing is we want to cut off the top right here. So I'm going to put my pumpkin to the side and we're going to cut right here. Let's do this. Oop. Let's put that to the side. Okay, and so once you cut off the top, now we're gonna cut it in half this way and do the same thing. Not that it was any graceful. There we go. So then now you have 2 halves like this. Now all the gunk and the seeds in the middle, you want to save it. So make sure you have a bowl on the side, and we're just going to scoop it out because we can make seeds with that. You never want to throw any of that away. And then let's just with the spoon scoop all of this out. Alrighty, so the oven's preheated. I cut all, oh, there's a seed. I cut all of my pumpkins, I carved them out, and then you put them on this little tray. You want to put them with the skin down so they're up. And so I have this stack right here, and then I have another stack right behind me. I'm going to put it in the oven. I suggest doing 45 minutes first, and then testing it with a fork to see how tender it is. And if it's ready, then take it out. If not, then leave it in for the full hour. So let me put them in. And there they are, looking all pretty. So let's wait another 45 minutes and then we can get started with those. So the pumpkins are still in the oven. I'm not going to mix any of the other stuff just yet because I don't want the consistency getting messed up. So right now what I'm going to do is all the pumpkin seeds and the gunk we saved to the side, we're now going to use them. So I have my bowl right here, and it has all the gunk and the seeds. So what you're going to do is just all of the gunk, you want to separate it from the seeds. So then your bowl will start looking like this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all going to slide out. So it's a bit tedious, and it's kind of a lot of work getting all the seeds out. It's not too bad. It's kind of soothing too. So you separate the gunk, and then you're going to put it either in a trash, or I just throw it on the side like this. And while we're waiting for the pumpkins, I'm going to continue doing that. And then at the end of the video, when the pumpkin pies are all done, or actually in between, I'm going to show you, actually at the end, I'll show you at the end, how to make these into really good pumpkins. They're almost done, so I'm going to start combining all of the other, ingredients and pieces that I need. So the first thing I need is 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Let me see if I even have 3/4 of a cup. Yeah, okay. All right, and there's my 3/4 of sugar. And then I'm also gonna need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, which I still didn't get. And I'm just gonna that looks about right. And then I'm gonna need my 3 eggs. Actually, I'll skip that right now. I'm gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. So for some reason I can't find my teaspoon, but I have 1/4 of a teaspoon. So we're gonna do 4 and then some. We're gonna do 6, if my math is correct, which it's probably not. So 3 eggs. Goodness gracious, can I not crack an egg today? Alrighty, so the 3 eggs are in, and now I'm gonna put the evaporated milk, and we're gonna use the full can. So it's a 12-ounce can that I got. And we pour. That sounds so weird. And we pour all of that in, and then now I'll mix it up. These are hot. And this is how they look. So there's those 3. And then these right here. And then this is the, oopsie, didn't mean to do that. And then this is the mixture we just concocted. So now we want to make 2 cups of the pumpkin puree. So basically I'm just going, fix you first. Okay, I'm gonna be making, mashing them up. I don't have a food processor. I thought I did, but we don't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get another bowl, mash up all the pumpkins, and then fill it up to a cup and pour that in the mix. So let me get that together and I'll show you that. Alrighty, so I mashed up all the pumpkin in the bowl. Let me show you that. So it looks like this. You want a creamy consistency, and since I don't have a, what's the word? Oh my gosh. You know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Since I don't have that, I'm going to try putting it in a blender, and hopefully that works. I'm going to put a little by little just so it smooths out kind of as it goes, because I don't want to break the blender and I don't want to mess this up. So I'm going to do a little bit in the blender. I'm going to food processor. That's the word, I think. So I'm going to blend little by little, adding it in, and then I will show you the consistency. Great. I'll show you the consistency of the puree right now. So the blender for sure didn't work. I just had to continuously mash it and mash it and mash it, and it took a lot out of me. So if you don't have the food processor, I would suggest getting them, especially if you're gonna make homemade from scratch pumpkin pie or whatever. So right now what I did was I am just finishing up in my mixer so it can get to that puree consistency. It's probably gonna take a little while, but what I did is I had already started on some of them. So that is the pies right now. So I put 2, and you put them on a pan so it's easier to take out. Now let me turn this off so you can hear me for like 5 seconds. Okay, so in the oven on 350 for about 50 to 60 minutes it says. I'm gonna be checking on it a little bit earlier because I have had my oven on all day as I was making this. So I'm gonna check around 40 minutes. And then right here is where we have the seeds all clean and ready to go. And then as soon as I'm done with the pumpkins, I am going to put the seeds in. If I have time, because I do have to go to work right now. So I'm gonna clean up, wait for the pumpkins to be done, and then I will show you guys what they look like. And hopefully tonight I will show you what they taste, or tell you what they taste like. So fingers crossed that they turn out good. I will see you guys as soon as the pumpkins are done. Bye. Okay, so it's the next day. Bad news. I got home from work and my mom had already made the pumpkin seeds. So I'm just gonna do a really quick little overview. You get a pan, like a cookie sheet kind of pan, put oil on the pan, and then you just kind of spread out the seeds into a thin layer. Into a thin layer, and then you spread salt all over them, and then you put them in the oven 350 around there. You can leave it from the same as the pumpkin, and you pretty much leave it in there about an hour or until they get hard or to the consistency that you like. If you like them softer, you can take them out sooner. If you like them a little bit more crunchier, leave them in later. The pie turned out so good. I'm so happy because last year was horrible. But I'm really happy. I'm going to try another batch later with the food processor to see if that comes out better, because there's a few little chunks in there of the pumpkin. I also want to say sorry for not posting last Thursday. I had a video already all set up. It was string art, pumpkin decor, whatever. But unfortunately, someone who I'm not going to name, deleted the footage off my camera and off of the laptop by accident. No biggie. I have this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Thursday. Bye.